Testing audio. Audio test. 1, 2, 4, 5.
Where's 3?
Music time.
Okay.
Our last year-end list is here. We've done movies, we've done albums. Let's talk about some of the songs that made the world go round this year for us individually.
Yeah.
I feel like this is going to be a weird list because I feel like a lot of people have like their staple movie picks or staple albums. Like if you're a hip hop fan, everybody's got Utopia up there, you know what I mean?
Right.
But I feel like individual songs that you come back to can be so subjective and just like not there. Like there's a few standouts for sure that
Right.
that everybody likes, but it's just a lot more of what you come back to, what you vibe with. And so I'm excited for this. I think we'll have a couple overlap that you don't think so.
If anything, we might have like
Like one or two maybe.
2
Yeah, that's
max.
what I'm thinking. But I'm excited to hear some diversity. We
Yeah.
haven't for a while, but maybe we can link these into our
Yeah.
playlist on this episode for anybody that wants to check them out. Rock paper scissors for who goes first.
No, how about this?
Oh, we're gonna do something
Here.
different.
Heads or tails?
We're gonna have Siri flip a coin. So let me do heads.
Flip a coin. What'd you say?
I said heads.
For those who watch, it is heads.
It's heads.
Ryder goes first.
I'm going first. My top 10 songs of the year. I brought with me 3 honorable mentions.
Okay.
First of which is Fall Out Boy's Love from the Other Side.
Wow.
A super, super fun pop punk track. It really took me back to like the early Fall Out Boy stuff that I really enjoy and like, that I love from their discography.
Absolutely.
Not like the best quality. The album as a whole was kind of a little bit of a letdown, but I did enjoy this song a lot. I listened to it working out a lot. So wanted to give that one a shout out. And second, we talked about this song yesterday. 8 a.m. in Charlotte, Drake. The bars are just crazy. I've been waiting for Drake to do something like that for ages. And so it was my favorite song on the album, but not a top 10 for me.
Valid.
It's there's a lot of other songs that I enjoyed and came back to a lot more.
It's just one of those songs that you like really appreciate, especially if it's somebody like Drake where we've been criticizing him all year.
Mhm.
So for him to finally drop something where we were like
This
excited,
is solid. Yeah,
exactly. So
100%.
Understandable.
Yeah. So my third one here, a track I enjoy a ton. Like I have a lot of fun with this one, but in just coming back to it as much as I have, I do feel like there's songs that surpass it in quality. It's Wait on Me by They and Casey Musgraves, which when I first heard this, I thought it was going to be much higher on my list. Like I said, just I feel like in going back through it, there's a lot of songs that I feel like have a little bit better quality and replay value. So just on that basis, I dropped it just to an honorable mention.
Okay.
So let me start with number 10 here. These first 2 are going to make me a very basic country boy. Like every country fan probably has these, unless you're like, some guy that's just trying to be cool. So he doesn't want to have them in there.
Yeah.
But number 10 is I Remember Everything by Zach Bryan and Casey Musgraves. It's the song that everybody knows off the album, but it's such a well-written, heartbreaking, beautiful song.
Yeah.
I wouldn't say it's like a hard listen, but it's just so emotional. And like, because of that, it's really slow and doesn't have the most replay value, but it's just undeniably beautifully written. And so it's a track that I love a lot. 9th, the biggest song of the year. I enjoyed it a ton. You enjoyed it a ton.
I did.
Last Night.
Yep.
By Morgan Wallen. I do feel like there's better songs out there this year.
Yeah.
Even though this one did crazy numbers, but it is so playable. It's such a well performed track. The instrumental's great. So that one goes to number 9 for me. Number 8, probably the biggest surprise on this artist's album for me. It's Travis Scott's Thank God. I think this song is incredible. Yeah. The beat switch in the middle from the cinematic hip hop drum production into that violin solo, astonishing. I love it. I think he sounds great. I think KC sounds great on the chorus. That's my number 8. Number 7, I'll go back to Morgan Wallen here.
Okay.
A track that I enjoyed a little bit more from his album for a little bit longer during the year. It's Days That End and Why. I love the way this song is written. I think the nuance of you know, an emotional relationship and kind of going through a breakup and the way it's approached in this song is really cool and really unique. I love the it's a generally pretty, I won't say soft song, but it builds throughout the verses, and then when the chorus drops, it's like the country equivalent of a bass drop. So it's really cool. I love that it goes into that powerful chorus vocally and instrumentally. So I really enjoy that. Number 6, a little bit of a TikTok song here, but not really exactly. It's Favorite Song by Tusi, off of his album. It was his biggest song. And I say it's a TikTok song because I believe it went viral on TikTok for quite a while, and kind of what got him a lot of attention. But what I loved about this song is how many remixes it inspired for him to drop that are so different from each other, and yet like so good in their own ways. I can come back to the Future remix for, you know, when I'm in that mood. I can come back to the Khalid remix, to the solo version. There's just a lot of cool stuff about it. I think it's a really beautiful track, the way it's written and kind of the way he's approaching things, from being in this relationship where you're going through a rough patch, but like you still have so much love for a person, I think is really cool. So that one is my number 6, and I'm choking on water right now. But let's go to number 5, my top 5 here. Ironically, all hip hop tracks.
All right.
Which I'm just realizing. Not what I would have expected. Some of these were quite a surprise for me in making this list, that I was like, oh my gosh, I like didn't realize how much I love this song. But let's go to 5th with Can't Nobody, Lil Wayne.
Wow.
Yeah. It's my favorite Lil Wayne track that I've heard in a long time.
I forgot that song came out this year.
Yeah. So you might have to do a real little, you know, reworking if you loved it that much. I don't know if you did.
I'm gonna just keep it how it is.
Okay. Fair enough.
But I do enjoy that song.
I love hearing Wheezy attack song with this energy, and it was just a lot of fun. The DMX sample is a cool flip.
Yeah.
And like I said, it's just I love hearing Lil Wayne come back with the energy that I feel like has made his favorite tracks, or my favorite tracks of his, my favorites.
Right. Easy top 5.
Yeah, definitely. Number 4, a little bit of a cheater pick.
Okay.
Last year, I had made like my best songs of the year list, and this song came out right after that was made. So right at the end of December.
Okay.
So I'm counting it.
Fair.
It's St. John's Stadiums with London on the Track. You hate this song. I know it. I know you hate this song. It's so crazy. When I heard this song initially, I wasn't all that impressed, but I love St. John's vocals on it. They've grown on me a ton. It's such a like hype, energetic song. It's in a lot of Gatorade commercials for that reason, but it just gets me energized. I have a lot of fun with it, playing it while I'm driving or in the gym, which is like where most of my music listening comes in for me. So I've enjoyed that one pretty much sent like after I gave it a few chances from the new year all the way through now. It's still in my rotation. So enjoyed that one a ton. Number 2.
3.
Oh, yes, correct. Thank you for saving me there. Number 3. The shortest song on my list.
Okay.
Adonis Interlude, J. Cole.
Wow.
Off of the Dreamville soundtrack for the Creed movie.
Okay.
Because I think this song is incredible. Dr. Dre production. I don't know if you knew that on there. Super cool. It hits in the movie really hard, but like just as a song, bar for bar, one of J. Cole's best performances.
Easily.
It's definitely not like getting the attention that it deserves for J. Cole tracks. And I know he's got crazy verses and features all over this year, but this one's just stands out to me. It's incredible. I think the Dr. Dre production just adds another level to that. He hits the triple entendre in there, like I think at least once, if not twice.
Right.
Such a great track, fits the tone of the movie. Beautiful. Shout out to J. Cole and Dreamville for that one.
Dude, after that movie, I sent my dad that track, and he was like, "This is garbage."
He hated it.
What? Yeah. Anyways,
I mean, it's not for everybody, I guess, but that's why it's my list of songs.
Yeah, it's fair. I understand it.
Number 2, I think you're going to be surprised again here.
Okay.
Am I Dreaming? A$AP Rocky, Metro Boomin.
Wow.
Rose
Yeah.
from the Spider-Verse soundtrack. Again, one of the most beautifully produced songs I feel like this year. I don't know what it was with me and violin in hip hop tracks this year, but the Metro production on that violin is crazy.
Yeah.
I saw it performed live when they did the Red Bull Orchestra live stream that Metro
so cool.
produced. Amazing. I believe the singer, you pronounce her name Rose. I'm not exactly sure. It's kind of spelled uniquely, but she sounds amazing. Like very unfamiliar with her work. I think most people were when this came out, but like she sounds great. A$AP came in with a great verse, one of his better in a while. You know, like one of one, lacing up my favorite one. Like he just, goes off, does his thing.
Right.
I love the way this fits in the movie as well. Adds kind of another element and layer of that enjoyment. And that'll take us to number 1, my favorite song of the year, Doomsday, Corday and Juice WRLD. Wow. I stand by it. The Eminem sample flip's crazy. The back and forth is crazy. Both of them come with what I feel like are arguably some of the best bars in both of their careers.
Yeah.
Vocally, they sound great. Flows are on point. The back and forth, like I said, is just incredible. It's one of those songs that's just so enjoyable top to bottom for me, like from the instrumental to the flows, the vocals, the writing. It's all just beautiful. If you've seen the music video, it's crazy and adds another layer. Like they had to get Corday to because obviously Juice isn't with us anymore, but Corday, the way they film this music video is they're both in it, but neither's in the same frame at the same time. So the way they film this music video is it keeps going from it shows Corday's face.
Yeah.
And then something will happen, like someone will walk in front of him and it'll be Juice WRLD. But they're dressed the same and they have the same hairstyle. And the way they were able to do it is they used AI CGI to superimpose Juice WRLD's face onto Corday. So Corday said he had to learn Juice WRLD's mannerisms and watch performances of how he would react and sing while he would rap his songs. And so I'll show this to you after this episode. Absolutely. But it is one of the craziest music videos I've ever seen.
That's nuts.
Absolutely astonishing track. I just love their performances on it. For sure the best off of that Lyrical Lemonade project so far out of everything we've heard.
Yeah.
And that wraps up my top 10.
Dude, that's a list. I won't tell you which one it is, but one song is the same. Only one.
Perfect.
So, and this is where I'm gonna get you a little shocked with a couple of my picks because
all right,
somewhere placed. First off, a couple honorable mentions. First one is gonna be Heart Attack. Demi Lovato's revamped.
Okay, the rock version.
Yeah, I mean, even. So I haven't listened to the entirety of it. Just that one and Tell Me You Love Me. Both are incredible. I love the new sound of songs that, I listened to when I was younger.
Right.
And I thought they were great then, and I think they're even greater now. It was a great different take on those songs. Another one I got, shout out to Wiz Khalifa, Peace and Love. It's definitely a Wiz Khalifa song. It's nothing spectacular or these bars are crazy. No, but it's such a great feel song. Mikey showed me this, so shout out to Mikey. And it has one of my favorite lines. If you see a hater, let's wave. Don't know why, but that's just one of my favorite lines now. And you're gonna hate me, but I'm still going to do it. But that's how we ball. T-Fit and Snoop Dogg. I have to do it.
Oh my gosh.
You're right. It's not a good song, but it's so fun. It's a blast. I do actually listen to that quite frequently.
Okay.
But
all right.
For ironic purposes, of course.
Sure. You're just vibing.
It's just so funny. All right, so we'll get into the actual list.
Yeah.
So number 10, I have Morning by Post Malone.
Okay, nice.
When the song first came out, couldn't stand it. Not even that I couldn't stand it, but I was just okay, heard this kind of song from Post before, nothing really new. But for some reason, when it came out on the album, I never look at my phone when I'm listening to the album,
right?
So I don't know which song comes next. And so that song started playing. I was like, this is a vibe. And it became my favorite song off of the album. And then when I look, it's lo and behold, it's Morning. And so it's one of my favorite Post Malone songs just in general. It's probably like a top 5 for me in that aspect, but I love the song. At number 9, I have Coming Your Way by Michael, Brian, Anne Marie, and Becky G. This is one of those songs that I was telling you to listen to. I don't know if you've heard it.
Honestly, I don't know if I have. I'm gonna have to go back to it.
It's a great song. It's very vibey, like one that you could easily dance to, one that you'll easily hear in like a summer party. Just great vibes, great vocals. Lyrics are like, they're whatever. They're not crazy deep or anything, but for that kind of a song, you don't really need it. But great vocal performances from all 3. Production's amazing. It's just a great pick me up kind of song. So
awesome.
That's number 9. At number 8, one that I thought you were gonna have on your list, low key, and that's Money, Young Thug, Nicki Minaj, and Juice WRLD.
Oh yeah, yep.
It's probably the only good song of that album. Once again, another great 3 performances. I feel like Nicki might have low-key had the best verse, but that's
I agree.
My personal opinion.
Yeah. I think I had this in my list earlier on in the year.
Oh, really?
It was just, I think the MAGA line from Nicki just didn't age all that well with me. After like 12 times going through the song, I was like, okay, let's just skip this part. Let's get into the verses. Thug sounds good. Nicki sounds good. I just don't need to hear you repeat this.
Yeah. No, that's fair. I love the production, even like the intro leading up to the beat.
Yeah.
It's a whole different take. Like I haven't heard something necessarily like this. And I just love the idea of bringing those kinds of samples into artist songs and projects and whatever it may be.
Crazy sample flip for sure.
It's nuts. One of the best productions I probably would say of the year.
Shout out to Metro again.
Literally. Why is Metro that good? I don't know. But that'll be number, what did I say? 7? At number 6, I have a song called Sundown by Nick D and V Willis. I'm pretty sure is how you pronounce his name.
Yeah, I remember you shouting this one out on the show a while ago.
It's one of my favorite sing-along songs of the year. It's a heartbreak song kind of feel. I just, this, and probably if you follow along, that Nick D is one of my favorite artists these days. Same with, like Connor Price.
Mm-hmm.
And to me, this is like easily one of his best songs that he's written. Beautiful production, and it's an artist I believe that deserves way more credit than it may seem he gets. So shout out to my boy Nick D. Next, number 6. Oh, this is number 6. The last one was number 7.
Oh, gotcha.
Okay. So number 6, I have Self-Love, Coi Leray. Didn't make top 5.
Okay, I thought this was going to be like top 3 for you.
Yep. It's as much as I wanted to keep it there because I love this song with my entire being, especially because like first listening to it, hated it.
Yeah,
was not my vibe. Like it was just a whatever kind of song. I went to go see Spider-Man, and it's the first song of the movie.
Yeah,
Gwen's going through the subway, and like. So it's this song kind of like off of her emotions and how she's feeling, like kind of inside, not really talking to anybody, anything like that.
Yeah.
And I feel like that's where I started enjoying it, because it was like, okay, the song now means something. It's not just like, who cares about a suburban town anyway? Like, what are you even saying to me?
Sure.
So at that point, I started getting into it, and now throw that song at any moment, and I'm
your
vibing.
vibe.
I love it.
You were telling me at one point, I don't know if you still do this, that you will just play it on repeat, like same song.
Absolutely.
That's like, I don't know how people do that. Like I can't do that even with my favorite songs. So that's crazy.
When I first started actually enjoying it, I work at a car wash, and so there will be times where it's either dead or we're super busy. So sometimes I can't control whether I skip or not. Other times I know when we're gonna get busy, so I'll put
Cue
this
something
song
up.
literally. Yeah. So there was one day where I listened to this song 15 times straight, like just back to back, vibed every single time.
Oh my
as
goodness.
much as the last one.
Wow.
Yeah. It's definitely died down a little bit.
Okay.
But I could easily still listen to the song like
It's
3 times in a
for
row.
you, for sure.
So love that song.
That's for you, by the way.
Ah, cheers. Thank you. At number 5, another TikTok artist. But I was super impressed with the vocal performance, and that's "I Wish You Cheated" by Alexander Stewart. I shouted the song out a while ago too. TikTok artists are coming for people's jobs these days. Like they're actually getting kind of good. Vocals are incredible. The lyrics themselves like are deep enough. I felt it. It's obviously by the title of it, it's a heartbreak song.
Yeah, absolutely.
Things just didn't work out, and it sucks because it was something that he loved, and there's nothing she did wrong. They just ended out
kind of wishing there was a reason to hate her, essentially.
Exactly. Like, I wish you were the villain of this story, but you're not, because you didn't do anything wrong.
Yeah.
So beautiful song. I love it. Number 4, I have Doomsday.
All right.
So I agree. It's so good. Like, I forgot this song came out this year. Came through my shuffle at work one day, and I was like, I forgot how great this song is.
Yeah.
It's such like a low-key vibe too, because it's nothing like right in your face or super mellow, but it's that laid back,
braggadocious.
Yeah, exactly. And they kill it. Those 2 artists, that's like a great feel for them.
That's their bag for sure.
Exactly. Easily. They killed it, and it made me wanting more, which sucks. I don't know how much more they, had together.
Sure.
So will we see that kind of collab again in the future? Who's to say?
Yeah.
It's probably a lot more rare that there's another song just in the vault. So,
especially of that quality.
Oh, absolutely. But I agree with everything that you said about the song. It's incredible. And number 3 is where I have Wait on Me by They.
A vibe for you.
Man, it was so freaking good, because who are they actually? Like,
yeah,
out of nowhere.
I'm not familiar with them.
No, I just remember you calling me saying, I went down the biggest rabbit hole. Here's a great song. What? Yeah. And then it was
literally was one of the biggest music rabbit holes I've ever been down in my life.
Yeah, it was
not even like a related genre that I started with to get there.
And I was just like, okay.
Yeah.
Listen to it. And I think what really makes me put it up as high as I do is how great the chorus is, and then the very last chorus. How well they sound together, harmonizing. I didn't hear anything like that this year whatsoever.
Yeah.
It was the greatest harmony I've heard all year. Because like the verses themselves, like, they're decent.
Yeah, they sound good.
Yeah, like solo, even vocally, like, they're good, but nothing like outstanding. So for me, it was literally all carried by the production and the choruses.
Yeah.
Like, even the lyrics within the chorus, I think, are amazing. But man, they just sound so good together. Like, to me, that I had to put them top.
Amen.
3.
I stand by it.
Number 2, one of my new favorite up and coming artists, and that's going to be Armani White and A$AP Ferg with Silver Tooth.
Okay.
Another vibe. Love that song.
Wow.
Like, yeah, no.
Nice.
Once again, at the car wash, this song comes on, and I'm dancing all throughout everything, and everyone's like kind of giggling on the side, and I'm having the time of my life.
Yeah. That's my wife's number 2 song of the year as well.
Oh, really?
When we were having this conversation the other day. So.
It's amazing. It's so fun.
Crazy sample flip. The horns on that sample flip are sick.
Yeah, literally. I love how Armani White kind of went from being this TikTok dude, kind of just like for fun rapping, and then did his own thing. Does like that make sense?
Yeah,
like,
for sure.
Because the original beat for Billie Eilish was somebody else's. Like, he even had to go get permission from them, ended up getting it, and that's how he got big. But then, got his own production, own song, own idea, 100% original for him.
Yeah.
And to me, it was an amazing production. Lyrics are decent. If he wants to be like a lyrical, like more lyrical in the future, he still has a lot of time to do so. If it is just more of this for fun, then he's on a great track.
Yeah.
ASAP Ferg, I haven't heard even much of him in general, but definitely one of the more memorable verses from him. But I will say, I think it's because of Armani White, not even because of him.
Yeah.
But solid song. Love it all the way around. My number one, you're not ready.
Okay.
And I don't know how to say his last name, but Chrome Hearted by Jaden.
Wow.
What's his name?
No way. Jaden Hostler.
Yep. Hands down, the best song I've heard all year. Like, guarantee you, there's plenty of songs that I've forgotten. And like,
sure. That's the challenge of a list like this.
Yeah. Like there probably are songs that I would put over this one, but from what I can remember, this one takes the cake. It's so much different than his first album.
Yeah.
A whole different genre switch. But his vocals are so much better, so much more matured. The production is, I mean, unique as well.
Yeah.
It's just feels very all around amazing. There's not an aspect of that song where I'm like, I could have done a little bit better here. No, I think the lyrics are pinpoint accuracy great. Wow. The flow is amazing. You have two different switch ups from verse 1 to verse 2.
Yeah.
Oh, dude, and that song's just fun too. And then it's a great sing-along song. So it's like I get everything that I want out of a song in one song. And so
perfect.
Plus, like the cover art's amazing. I'm a sucker for cover art, and that one's pretty cool. So, yeah. So shout out to Jaden.
Yeah.
Maybe it's because we have the same name.
Yeah. Same name, connection. You're on the same wavelength. You're vibing.
Yeah. Exactly.
Sweet.
But yeah.
Honestly, like there's like I really don't vibe with Self-Love personally all that much. And maybe like for you, Stadium's on my list is that kind of song. But I do feel like even though like we only overlapped one song there, I guess two if you count Wait on Me with the honorable mention, I feel like there's a lot of mutual enjoyment in the same music, like in each other's list. But it's cool to see where our own avenue takes us as far as what our favorites are.
Right.
So
I'm just so glad that this is the one list that we were able to kind of like
be very different.
Yeah. Yeah. Because I got a little worried. I was like, man, we still listen to a lot of the same songs.
Yeah.
But it was like, all right, will he even remember some of these ones, or will I remember what he has? And I'm just glad that we had way more diversity for this one.
Yeah, definitely. Before we wrap up, let's turn the tables a little bit. We've talked about a couple today. Worst song of the year. Is it Britney Spears and Will I Am, or is it Bad Idea Right by Olivia Rodrigo? I don't know. It's close. T-Pain's up there for me. I'm not gonna lie to you.
Boop boop.
Because of how much fun you have with it, it just like makes me a little less hateful of it because it's so funny.
It's so fun. I'm gonna have to say it's Will I Am and
I would agree. I think that song's incredibly annoying.
Because Bad Idea Right is bad to say the least.
Sure.
But what were they thinking?
It doesn't even sound like music.
No, I'd rather listen to the Garbage Disposal, honestly. Oh,
I'm with you.
Yeah.
Yeah, I feel like if you were gonna torture me by making me listen to one song on repeat, that one would be worse for me than if they were doing Bad Idea Right. So based on that, I think...
Man, hold on. If we're getting tortured by one song, throw in the T-Pain one.
That would do you in. It'd be the end of you.
Let's see the happiest little I don't know, person ever. Just play that song for me.
Yeah. Oh goodness.
Oh.
Well, that's all I've got to say for this episode. The last of our year-end lists. I guess we might do like a couple next year in the middle of the year, but until 2024. I mean, this is this year's music. So end of a little bit of an era for all of our reviews this year. if you're looking for great music to check out, definitely listen to St. John Stadiums.
No.
It's a vibe. You're gonna have a lot of fun with it. London on the track, great production.
You got London on the track.
Whoever was started throwing in violin into these hip hop instrumentals was speaking my language for some reason.
Give them their flowers.
Yeah.
Probably the most underrated instrument in hip hop is the violin.
I will say the sitar on Hyena by Travis Scott goes pretty crazy. That was also one of the most unexpected hip hop instruments used this year. So that was a close one in my list as well.
That's a good one.
Well, we've got our Christmas episode coming up next week.
Yep.
And then very special end of the year awards show. New Year's Day is actually, I think, when we're planning to release this one.
Yep.
So we're not quite done covering 2024 yet, or 2023. I'm getting ahead of myself here.
A little bit.
Well, let's make like a tree and get out of here.
It's late. You sound like a freaking idiot.